Hello and welcome to my channel. With me here, I'm holding the granite stitch pattern. It's quite easy. It's an 8-row repeat pattern. This is the front part of the pattern, and this is the back of the pattern. Both sides are very pretty, so I consider this pattern reversible because both sides look good and they can be used. To start off the pattern, you need to cast on an odd number of chains, like 15, like 17, and so on and so forth. So get your knitting needles and your piece of yarn and let's get started. On my knitting needle I have 11 stitches. For row 1, we begin by knitting all the stitches. For this last stitch, I like to knit from the back to avoid a big lump there. Only on the first row. For row 2, we are going to purl every stitch. For row 3, we are going to knit the first one as the edge stitch. And the repeat pattern is purl 1, knit 1. The repeat pattern for row 3 is purl 1, knit 1. Purl 1, knit 1. We're going to end with the edge stitch, knit 1. For row 2, we're going to do the opposite of what we did. We're going to start with purling the first stitch as the edge stitch and then knit. Also, you knit what you see. If there's a bump here, that means you purl. If there's a V shape, that is knit. That is purling, knit. Purl 1, knit 1. For row 5, we are going to do like we did in row 1. We knit every stitch. Knit all for row 5. For row 6, we are going to do like we did in row 2. Purl every stitch. Purl all. For row 7, we begin by knitting the first edge stitch. The repeat pattern for row 7 is knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. End with the last edge stitch by knitting. For row 8, we work with what we can see. If there are 2 bumps, that means purl 2. This is a V, that is knit 1. If there's a bump, you purl. So we start by purling the edge stitch. Purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1. And with a purl stitch. You can see the pattern is already starting to form. That is the front and that is the back. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for subscribing to my work. Thank you for supporting my work. I don't take it for granted. Happy knitting!